Good morning, everybody. It's good to see you today. Today we are going to try and take you on a bunch of things, but first we're going to try and take you out to Marwick Head, which is a place where you can see puffins apparently. And that's one of our goals for the day, is to see some puffins and maybe show some to you if we can get close enough. And then we're going to go over to Skara Brae, which is a famous Neolithic site uncovered in 1850 by a storm, and it's one of the most famous sites in Scotland apparently. We are going to try to go to another Neolithic site, probably a stone circle, maybe the Ring of Brodgar, and then go into Stromness to explore down there. We are going to try and then at some point this evening around low tide, because it's only accessible during low tide, go out to the Brough of Birsay. It's taken me a couple days to figure out how to actually pronounce that, but there's a Neolithic site out there, as well as potentially some puffins and a little visitor center, and quite frankly it's just beautiful. But it's only accessible 2 hours on either side of low tide, so we'll have to schedule around that, which is at I think it's at 5:45. Now that's the plan. As always, when you're traveling, you have to sort of take things as they come. It's going to be a little bit rainy, a little bit sunny, a little bit rainy today. And so we'll see what we can all do based on our tolerance for the day, our energy level, and our time. But hopefully you'll join us the whole time, and we'll see what we can get done today.
Marwick Head, and we came looking for puffins, which we haven't seen yet, but we've heard they're here. We've seen a ton of other birds though, and a lot of them look like puffins but don't have orange beaks, so maybe they're guillemots, maybe there's something else. We parked in this tiny little parking lot down at the bottom, so we had the extra bonus of getting to walk up this big hill along the cliffs and see lots of beautiful flowers and things. But I do believe you can also park up at the Kirchner Monument if you want something for a memorial a little closer. Puffins, but we did see a lot of other birds, and it's, oh my gosh, such a beautiful day. We haven't really had that many days like this, so we'll see how long it holds out. But now we're off to see some Neolithic ruins.
What do you think of that, buddy?
Pretty cool. It's more underground than I thought it would, and must have been a lot of work to construct. really impressive. Must have taken a lot of work to build. Life was really different back there. The bay wasn't here originally, just a lot of open area. The place in the visitor center made it look like there was a lock over there or something. Pretty interesting. Visitor center is definitely worth checking out, and this was pretty cool.
Why do you like Neolithic stuff?
I enjoy learning about the Neolithic and just the Stone Age in general because it shows a lot about prehistory and how we got where we are today. And it's also kind of interesting, like there's these giant, it's almost a cave complex, but it's really cool.
I thought that the Skara Brae ruins is sort of amazing that it's still here. Like, it was under a sand dune until like 1950, I think, or 1850, sorry, when it got blown away. And I think that it's really, really interesting how it stood up for all that time under sand and weight, and then it's still here for us to explore now.
We came to Stromness, this really cute little town, to have some lunch and explore around a little bit. It's beautiful. And now we're going to go over to the ferry office and see if we can get ourselves on a slightly later ferry than the 6 a.m.er when we leave here, and get some food and then go for another walk. So we're on the 6:30. We decided not to go to the Ring of Brodgar today, and instead we are here at the Brough of Birsay, and it's a tidal island, so there's only part of the time you can walk out there, and that's at low tide, which is coming up here in a couple hours. So you can go kind of 2 hours before or 2 hours after is when it's open enough to walk across. And we're looking forward to seeing the Viking settlement and a lighthouse, and it's part of historic Scotland, so there may be a visitor center where we show our pass.
Pretty windy out here, and we're starting to get a little rain, and there are several bus tours that have come up, which means there's a lot of people, but that's okay. Everything's super green. There's not a lot of explanation. There is open access to it, and of course there's also the ability to walk all around the island. So we're gonna check out this a little bit more, and then we're gonna do some more walking, and hopefully this rain will pass.
Puffins, and they were flying in and out and darting around and playing in the wind, and oh my gosh, we're so thrilled because we really wanted to see puffins, and they're pretty cute.
of the extra fun parts of walking along these cliffs with a ebullient 12-year-old is watching them dance and skip right next to the edge. That's super exciting. I feel like maybe he doesn't fully appreciate our anxiety. Well, that was super cool. Puffins and Vikings and pics and a little bit of rain and beautiful views. And now we're gonna head home, make some dinner and sort of chill out. We might come out for another walk this evening. But I think that's kind of it for the day. A big day today and a good one. So we will see you tomorrow. We're gonna try and do the Brough of Birsay stone ring again, maybe the ring of Stromness stone circle. Go over to Kirkwall, the major town on the island, and see a museum there. We'll do some walking and exploring. So we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks again for joining us. Give us a thumbs up. I'd say leave a comment, but YouTube's still trying to figure that out. And share and subscribe and do all that stuff. So thanks a lot. We'll see you later.